everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Predators, a 2010 film that is the latest in the Predator franchise to date. I think this movie is actually quite underrated and underseen. I don't really hear a whole lot of conversation in the fandom about how interesting this film is and how good it is, and I find that to be shocking because I really like this movie a lot. There are elements of it that are, kind of imperfect, and there's parts of it that I don't necessarily love, but overall, I enjoy this movie to a great degree. And right from the start, I think this movie really grabs you. It's a real punch to the stomach because this movie starts in a very compelling fashion where you are immediately put into the body of Adrian Brody's character, who turns out to be the main character, because this movie starts with all of a sudden you are him and you're seeing him as he wakes up and realizes that he's falling to the ground, and eventually a parachute goes off and he's in the sky and he doesn't know where he is, and there's crates around him that are falling too, and you see other people falling and you don't know what's going on. But before too long you find out that there's a group of various people that are predators themselves, and are very effective at defending themselves, that have been dropped on this planet to be hunted by predators. And I just think that concept is awesome, and it's really interesting too because there are people there that you're like, well, that person doesn't seem to be very effective at defending themselves, like Topher Grace's character. And Danny Trejo plays a part in this movie that you realize pretty quickly he doesn't seem super effective at defending himself either, and it just kind of is off to the races right from the start. Mainly the cast, it consists of Walter Goggins, Adrian Brody, Topher Grace, Alice Braga, who's an actress who I haven't really seen in very many other films, and Oleg Taktarov, who I thought was a cool introduction to the series. And if you don't know who that is, which probably most of you don't, he is a MMA fighter who was known in the original UFCs, or the early ones, for being somebody who's just completely unwilling to tap out, even in just the most brutal pain. So having him be there, it really added some credibility because he is a legitimate tough guy. So I thought that was cool. I really enjoy the concept of this movie. The whole idea of them being dropped off on this planet and just having nothing to do other than defend themselves, I thought was really cool. I thought that the way that they introduced a character played by Lawrence Fishburne, who is probably the biggest actual star of the film in terms of star power, who has been there for a long time and has defended himself, and was really cool. I was disappointed in what they did with his character from there, because you never really see him being the badass that he is set up to be, which was a major disappointment of mine. I also was not a big fan of Adrian Brody using the Christian Bale Batman voice. Like, he's very much like, guys, this is, and like, I've seen him in other films. That is not his voice. I thought that was a very dubious choice, and I'm shocked that the director allowed him to do it, because it is kind of frustrating throughout. But pretty quickly you end up letting it go, and you just accept that that's what this film is, and you enjoy it for what it is. I thought, like I said before, I love the concept of it. I liked a lot how they introduced the concept of a predator that was unsuccessful, basically being chained up and set up as something to almost be hunted in and of itself, and the way that they kind of upgraded the predators to a degree is cool. But I also just love the original Predator, so I thought it was kind of unnecessary. Like I said, I do think that there are some elements of this film that I think are imperfect, and I've mentioned several of them here, but overall, I love this movie. I think it's very entertaining and just a whole lot of fun, and there are definitely a lot of moments where I'm like, So those are my thoughts on Predators. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you were a fan of it, if you even saw it. Other than that, please let me know anything else you think of the film, and hit that like button, hit that share button. That way other people will hopefully find out about my channel, because they'll find out about this video and come and join the conversation and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I love it when people do that, so that they can come and check out all my videos, because that will allow them to know when I put out something new, and they can let me know what they think. Other than that, have yourself a great day.